Beware, beware, beware of the big green dragon that sits on your doorstep.
Glen's father had no love for his son.
A story must be told.
The records will tell the story. I was put in jail recently. This was my 4th arrest for the same act. It would only be a matter of time until my next arrest. This is the only way.
Beware of the big green dragon that sits on your doorstep. Beware, take care. Beware.
A life is ended. The story is begun.
Glen's father had no love for his son.
Man's constant groping of things unknown, drawing from the endless reaches of time, brings to light many startling things. Startling because they seem new, sudden. But most are not new to the signs of the ages.
Our friend always returns home.
Yes, Excellency.
I feared His Excellency wouldn't take our report this well.
He understands the difficulties of the Earth race. You know, it's an interesting thing when you consider the Earth people who can think are so frightened by those who cannot, the dead. Well, our ship should be regenerated. We better get started.
People turning south from the freeway were startled when they saw 3 flying saucers high over Hollywood Boulevard.
Beware. Take care. Beware.
Glen's father had no love for his son.
My mind's in a muddle, like in a big fog. I can't make sense to myself sometimes.
One is always considered mad. You want to discover something that others cannot grasp.
I tried, honestly, I tried.
I was classed as a madman, a charlatan, outlawed in the world of science which previously honored me as a genius. That is all. Get out. I said get out.
The records will tell the story. I was put in jail recently. This was my 4th arrest for the same act. It would only be a matter of time until my next arrest. This is the only way.
One is wrong because he does right. And one is right because he does wrong. Pull the string. Dance to that. Which one is created for?
ready to fall.
Beware of the big green dragon that sits on your doorstep.
Did you hear anything?
I thought it did. Don't like hearing noises, especially when there ain't supposed to be any. Yeah, sort of spooky like. Maybe we're getting old. Whatever it is gone now. That's the best thing for us, too. Gone. Yeah, let's go.
Beware of the big green dragon that sits on your doorstep.
The monster!
Well, now do you believe in those newspaper stories?
Hold the string! Hold the string!
Why is the modern world shocked by this headline? Why? Glen's problem is a deep one.
Who found them?
The man and girl.
Have one of the boys take the guy and the girl back to town. You take charge.
Okay, Inspector. What are you going to do?
Look around the
Pretty dark out there. Once you get beyond the range of those lights, you won't be able to see your hand in front of your face.
I will get one of the flashlights from the patrol car.
Be careful, Clay.
I'm a big boy now, Johnny.
Inspector Daniel Clay. 4 years with the department. Eager for the glory of the uniform, but wide-eyed with fear at the thought of actually being on special duty. Unfortunately, though eager, not what the department usually looks for in their officers.
It looks like a bobcat tore into them. Yeah.
Beware of the big green dragon that sits on your doorstep.
Hold the string!
Sounds like Clay's in trouble. Is he dead?
Yeah.
One thing's sure. Inspector Clay's dead. Murdered. And somebody's responsible.
You look tired tonight, Glen.
Yeah, I guess I am. It's been a long day.
Have you seen the paper yet?
No, why?
It's headlines. Isn't that a strange case? I wonder how some people's mind works.
Well, some people aren't happy the way they are.
I suppose.
If it's the only way, I'm for it.
I wonder what I would do in a case like that if I were in the mental turmoil that person went through. Or if I suddenly realized that something was mentally wrong with you.
Glen's problem is a deep one, but he must tell her soon. She's begun to notice things, so many of the little things that are hard to hide. Soon she will realize.
Greater love hath no man than to lay down his life for another. It is always difficult to have last words over the grave of a friend. And Inspector Daniel Clay was a friend, a dear friend to me and to all of us. The bell has rung upon his great career. Now we lay him to rest. A rest well deserved, but so premature.
I will show the world that I can be its master. I will perfect my own race of people.
A race of atomic supermen which will conquer the world.
Residents near the cemetery paid little attention to the blast of thunder and the flash of lightning. But from the blast arose the moving figure of the dead old man, Inspector Daniel Clay. Now I tell you a tale of the threshold people, so astounding that some of you may faint. This is the story of those in the twilight time, once human, now monsters, in a world between the living and the dead. Monsters to be pitied, monsters to be despised.
A new day is begun. A new life is begun.
Glen's problem is a deep one. Glen's father had no love for his son. Only the infinity of the depths of a man's mind can really tell the story.
Inspector Warren is here to see you, Dr. Alton.
Dr. Alton.
Oh, yes. Show him in, Miss Stevens.
Doctor, I'm hoping to learn something from you. And with that knowledge, maybe save some human from a fate which I just witnessed a few days ago. I'd like to understand this, Doctor, as best you can tell me.
Glen is engaged to be married to Barbara, a lovely, intelligent girl. The problem, Glen's father had no love for his son.
Tell me, Dragon, do you eat little boys?
I tried, honestly, I tried.
Yes. But what of the others? Less fortunate Glens, the world over.
Modern man is a hard-working human. Throughout the day, his mind and his muscles are busy at building the modern world and its business administration. His clothing is rough, coarse, starched, according to the specifications of his accepted job. At home, what does modern man have to look forward to for his body comfort?
Tell me, Dragon, do you eat little boys?
But Glen has an even bigger problem.
The old house on Willow's Lake? You mean where all those monsters come from?
You heard me.
But why do I always get picked for these screwy details all the time? I resign.
Police Lieutenant Daniel Bradford, 40 years of age, 15 years with the department. In the official files, he is a lieutenant in charge of special investigations, a broad description of his actual duties. But confidentially, although the department cannot and will not admit it, Lieutenant Daniel Bradford is a ghost chaser. The supernatural is a strange profession for any police officer, but even with years of experience in this field, Lieutenant Bradford could not know strange eyes were watching his every move. Strange eyes that were the actual cause of his returning to the old house on Willow's Lake.
What do you want now, Kelton?
Get me Inspector Robbins, and quick!
He went home half an hour ago.
Get him!
Said he wasn't to be disturbed any more tonight.
Tell him to send me some help! Can't you see some ghosts out here?
Who's been spiking your beet juice?
This is no time for silly jokes.
Beware. Beware.
Beware of the big green dragon that sits on your doorstep. He eats little boys. Beware, take care. Beware.
Please, help me.
I don't want to. I'm through hurting people. I tried, honestly, I tried.
Mistakes are made. But there is no mistaking the thoughts in a man's mind.
Glen's father had no love for his son. It was becoming an obsession to him. He must have it.
What's the matter, Glen, darling?
I guess I was daydreaming.
Something seems to be troubling you. Why don't you tell me?
But let's just say for the moment that I'm afraid to tell you. I'm afraid I'd lose you.
I love you, and you love me. And nothing in the world can change that.
I hope not. I really hope not.
But Glen has an even bigger problem.
Monsters, space people, mad doctors. They didn't teach me about such things in the police academy. And yet that's all I've been assigned to since I became on active duty.
Isn't the first time I've had reports on strange sightings around here lately. It's been going on for months. Well, I figured these stories piling up about the old place since the doctor and his monsters were killed was just a figment of somebody's wild imagination. But now after this incident, I'm not so sure.
Lieutenant, did you hear that?
How could we help it?
It sure was strange.
Know what it was?
No more than you do. It was a saucer.
A flying saucer?
Maybe this doesn't mean much, but Jamie Mee found a grave that looks like it's been busted into.
What? Where?
Just over there beyond the crypt.
All right, show us a way.
Casket's here, but nobody's in it.
Can you read the name on the casket?
It's Inspector Clay's grave, but he ain't in it.
They'll discover our ship soon.
You're going to let them find us?
It's the only way. These are the same men who have been so close so often. They must be halted before they can inform others about us.
But there were others in the car.
They'll be taken too. Suspicion has fallen upon our movements. Our ships have been viewed near the point of operations.
I said, let me out of here.
Glen's father had no love for his son. Glen's case is an extremely advanced one.
Then the way I get it, this Glen and the character he created, much as an author creates a character in a book, was invented as a love object to take the place of the love he never received in his early youth through lack of it from his parents. The character was created and dressed and lives the life the author designs for him to live and dies only when the author wants him to die.
Correct. Except that Glen has decided to tell Barbara of his dual personality. To tell Cheater of the knowledge that she, as his fiancée, should possess.
I don't fully understand this, but maybe together we can work it out.
Glen should consult a competent psychiatrist. Glen, you can kill this fictitious character of yours anytime you wish. For your happy ending, it's the only way.
Then you think I can kill this second character?
Exactly. But as the author and his character, the elements must be right. The elements must be right. The elements must be right.
This it? Yeah. Looks to me like someone that's broken out instead of in. I figured that, but that's impossible. I wonder. Look, Colonel, some things just can't happen. Look, We'll investigate, but move carefully.
A moment or two more, and you will be the first live Earth people ever to enter a celestial ship.
Wow.
You can open the outer hatch now.
Look out! You going in that thing?
That's what we're here for.
I don't know. The way these things speed around, we might just get in there and off it goes.
That's a chance we take. We will not fail. Everything is on our side.
Got your guns ready? I'll tell you one thing. If a little green man pops out at me, I'm shooting first and asking questions later.
Then one day it could all be gone. In one big puff of smoke and ball of fire.
You two had better come along with us.
Come with you? Where?
To the police station.
So it seems you think you have the upper hand. Look out that window.
Jeff.
You will be soon as big as a giant. Or, like all the others, dead.
You see? Your stupid minds. Stupid.
Glenn, you can kill this fictitious character of yours anytime you wish. For your happy ending, it's the only way.
I've got to get this thing off my mind. Goodbye, Dad.
This, after all the help I could give him, was only the beginning. Remember I said, no matter what the case, it's a different thing. A new problem to be looked into, then solved. A new challenge to the psychoanalysis.
Then you believe that the Glen of the first story should have the sex change?
Correct. Would it matter to you very much?
I love Glenn. I'll do everything I can to make him happy.
The end is only the beginning.
Beware. Beware. Beware of the big green dragon that sits on your doorstep. He eats little boys, puppy ducktails, and big fat snails. Beware. Take care.